Hey friends, this is Leah with Legacy Acres, and it has been a hot minute since we've given you guys an update on the house. Rain and now heat have slowed us down quite a bit, but we've made some good progress. So behind me you can kind of see we've got all the exterior walls put up, and I'm going to add some videos of when that happened. And then today Ben and I are working on getting all the wall girts up, and then we're headed to town here in just a little bit to pick up the roof sheathing. And so the trusses and the roof sheathing should go on later this week. And our next steps after that are going to be to get our in-floor heating installed and have the slab board on the inside. We're waiting until we get the roof on to do that, so that we're able to stain the concrete floors and be able to protect them from the heat as much as possible. So I'm just going to do a quick little tour and show you guys kind of what we got going on, and then I'll add some videos at the end of the process of getting these ginormous walls up. Thanks guys. So I will add some videos of when we put these up, but this will be our back wall, and then you can kind of see a little bit here on how the roof is kind of staggered in the pitch. So it will be 24 foot, I believe, is the highest on the top, 18 on the back and the front. So it's going to have kind of like a, I know there's a word for it, I'll have to ask Ben what it is, but the roof will be slanted and have a pitch on it, and then it'll step down a little bit and go to the main floor roof. And then we'll also have a covered porch off the front. But Ben's getting busy trying to move these posts over. So when we built the front wall and the back wall, we were able to actually build those on the ground and stand them up. So we put the wall girts on before we stood those up, and it was a lot easier because we were able to move the posts around and get everything straight and level before we stood the wall up. With the side walls, for the east and west walls, we had to put the posts up first, and then we're having to go in and put the wall girts on. So each of the posts and each of the rungs of wall girts, we have to maneuver the posts around. So we've got our fancy little system here on holding those in place so we can get everything level and straight, exactly how it needs to be. So we're super excited. It's moving slowly, but we're almost past the hardest part, and then it's going to just rock and roll after that. Yes.
Don't want that to fall on those kids.
Yeah, ours is a little farther over. Can I pick them up?
This is much easier than. Yeah, very good. Look at that.
This was one of the trickier parts of the whole build, and we knew it would be from the start. We're so thankful for the help that we had from my husband's father, and as well as a brother-in-law and a couple of friends that came over and helped us. Now we have a roof.
Okay, so this is how I make the overhang tails for the eaves of the house. So the trusses that I use and the way I put my rafters up, there's no tails attached to the rafters or the trusses. I make the overhangs by cutting 2x6 offcuts like this, and this is just pieces left over from the bracing, the concrete forms, and the wall bracing that we used. And it's lumber. I mean, it's only cut up in, these are a little bit longer than 4 foot because of how the purlin spacing worked out, but most of them are 4 foot long. And you can cut up a 2x6 that's too twisted or curved to use for framing into short pieces like this, and it's actually useful because even if they are a little bit twisted, the overhang tails, it really isn't critical because of how the framing is done there. So right now I've got these, I've already done the math to figure out exactly the length they need to be. I'm going to notch them, half of them down to 3.5 inches, and when we go up there later I'll show you why I do that. And then the cut at the notch is also going to be at the same pitch as the roof. So I'll have a plumb fascia. So I've already got this clamped together. I have all the ends lined up. I'm going to make this cut, and then after the cut, then I'm going to take the table saw, set it up, and we'll rip this down to take this piece out. So I'm going to make that cut now, and then we'll take these over there and we'll show you how this goes together.